Hello and welcome back to Mine Mogul. In the last episode, I continued upgrading my factory. The factory currently only produces ingots, iron, copper, and gold ingots. However, this is an upgrade. The ingots are currently being sorted into iron ingots, copper ingots, gold ingots, and down here we are going to have slag and coal as long as I need it for the quest, and later it will just be slag and gems, of course. This is an upgrade because all the ingots will be on these 4 belts. They're a bit hard to see here, but these belts will give me the resource that I need to turn them into the products that I need, which are plates, rods, pipes in case of iron and copper, and just plates and rods for gold. So what I want to do in this episode, I want to distribute the ingots that come on these 3 belts into equal stacks and then turn them into the resources that I need. Iron and copper, it's a bit more complicated because these are 4 resources, but the pipes, they need 2 plates. So this means I need to divide the resource that I got by 5. Ingots go into the chute directly. The rest is turned into plates 3 times and rods 1 time, and then 2 of the plates are going to be turned into a pipe. So if you remember what I did with the gold, which were divided by 3, I had to divide them by 4 and then send one back to be divided again. So what I have to do for 5 is I have to divide them by 8 and then send 3 back to be divided again. So this is a bit more complicated, but I'm fairly certain that I can do it with these smart conveyor splitters. There are other ways or means of splitting resources. Let's take a look what we got. The options are I can use the smart splitter conveyor. That's the one I'm probably going to use because it's the best solution, at least in my opinion. There are, of course, these T-junction conveyors, which can split resources, but they don't work very well, at least in my opinion, especially not for ingots. The ingots sometimes get stuck. There are chutes that can distribute, like this 2-way splitter chute, but I'm not sure if this is going to give me a 50-50 split, or if for whatever reason it's not, and then I would be super annoyed if I have, I don't know, 5,000 rods, but only 4,000 plates, and I have to wait quite a while. I don't want this. There would also be ore overflow splitter, which work completely differently than the name would suggest. Actually, the name suggests to only use these for ore. I'm currently using these, used for splitting large quantities of ore, which I'm using these for at the gold production. But I think if I want to have the ingots be split into equal stacks, I need to use these. So give me some of them. I already have 5, but I don't think you have too many of these. And it's going to be a very complicated machine. So what I need to do is set this up in a very rudimentary way to explain it. So all the ingots come from here, and then they need to be split once, like here and like here. They need to be split once, and then they need to be split again. And then we have 4 stacks of equal size. And for gold, that's already enough. I'm going to send this one would just go back, like here, and then it would be sorted again. But if I want to have 8, I need each of these to be divided again. So there needs to be 1 here, and there needs to be 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 here. It doesn't look too complicated yet, but it's going to be, although this looks very, very clean, actually. Something to keep in mind, I need to have 3 of these go back to this main belt. I don't really need this one, because this one can just come from here, and then this is 2/8 of the resources, so 1/4, and this is the 1/3 of the resources, so this would be fine. And then, so these 3 would be plates, this one would be rods, and this one would be just drawn into the chute. So this is roughly the amount of space that I need. Then I need to connect all these 2 machines, of course. So I guess I have to do it in more than 1 layer. Let's try to set this up for the first type of resources, which is, I believe, iron ingots that come down here. So let's see. Go a bit forward here. This story can't go here. Okay. Doesn't matter, I can turn, I guess that's fine. I probably want to have some scaffolding. Yes, so this should work, I guess. Probably need to have these move a bit further over. So the best practice would probably be to have these resources, slag and gold, be turned to the side and moved out of my way, so I can concentrate on the other resources. Like this, yeah, okay. And then I'm not entirely certain if I can still jump over this. Yes, I can. So I can operate here. And then I have these resources. The ingots that I want to split here, I can have them turn over at this point. So I have enough space to actually do something useful. Yeah, generally speaking, I guess it would be best if I have the lower conveyor belt also be sorted on a lower level. Let's see how far I can go down here. Not very, actually. But the auto miners, they should not be in the way. They're in the way for the scaffolding, but they should not be in the way for conveyor belt. Okay, thinking about this, I actually should move the lower level to the lowest level possible so that I have enough headroom to place another level of factory on top, and there's not enough room here. I'm not even sure if I can sort the resource here twice. Not even to mention if I would set up all the machines that I need. So I want packaging machines, I want a rod extruder, I want a pipe roller, and I want 3 rolling mills. So these are the machines that I need. Yeah, let's see how much space I need to set them up. So I would have, for example, if I put one of these packaging machines here, I could have another one here maybe. And then this could be the one for the pipe. Yeah, this doesn't work because I need to put the plates in from this side. That's kind of annoying. Maybe I can do it this way though. Packaging machine here. Like this, okay. And then I need another packaging machine here like this. And I could have one of the corner pieces in between, right? Yeah, like this. And like, maybe not like this, but I guess I can have just 2 corner pieces. Nope. Can't, but it's not a big deal. We can maybe do it like this. This needs to be a ledge then. So, and then I would have 3 rolling mills here. Like 1, 2, and 3, and then I need a ledge here, of course, too. This. Rolling mills can't be floating, so I need some more scaffolding. Not sure if this works. We'll find out in a second. So this means ingots need to go here, and then they would be turned into plates. One would be just plates, this one would be the pipes, and then I can have rods and regular ingots that are turned into anything over there. Can I go here? Yes. No. No. I guess this will be fine. I'm not entirely certain, but I think it'll be fine. So resource got on here, resource got on here. Cool. Auto miners in my way. I guess I can do this slightly differently though. Auto miners in my way. Can I be on this level instead? You want to avoid to get too high. These darn pipe rollers. The problem with the pipe rollers is that you can't invert them. If I look at these from this side, they're always fed from here. I can't invert this thing to be fed from here. So it's kind of annoying. Maybe this should be... Yeah, maybe this works. Okay, this... Yeah, I think this works. And one of these here. Okay. I guess I can just place it here and have stuff drop in from here as well. Okay. This needs to be a rolling machine, a rolling mill. Like this. Okay, and then I have one set of plates that are being packaged. I have the pipes that are being packaged. That also means I need 2 more of these rolling mills, but I could probably place them here. If I place some scaffolding here, I can probably have 2 rolling mills. 1, 2. I am not entirely certain but I think this should work. Yeah, this looks like it works. So that's 1, 2, 3. Those are ingots that need to drop here. And the other ingots can go over here and be turned into rods, and then they can be packaged, and the regular ingots that can also be packaged. I'm not going to worry about this for now. I'm going to think about how I want to sort the resources. And because of this construction here, I think I should be slightly higher. Not like this. I need the space. I guess I could sort on this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's remove all this scaffolding. I don't need this for now. And then if I think about how I want to do this, I already set it up in like as a test dummy over there. Okay, and then if I think about this, I need these smart splitter conveyors. There they are. And I need the resource to be divided by 8. So I think one should be here maybe. That means one should be here. And the very first one should be here. One more should be here. And then we need to sort the resources here. And we need to split them here again. And can I go around this? Yeah, this looks good. The very first resources come from here. These are being put back on this belt. These are put back on the belt as well. I can use one of the mergers. Do I have one of the other mergers? I don't think so. I can use 2 mergers here to bring the resources back, and then I can split this all up. I think it would be better if this was all one tile over to the left. Over in this direction. So let's try this again. put them here. So resources merge in this direction, and then they merge in this direction. This needs to be a corner piece, so let's put it there. And this needs to be a smart splitter into these two directions. This needs to go over here and not get stuck at this pipe, at this chute. This smart splitter needs to be here. This smart splitter is supposed to be here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this should now all go into the right direction, because now I need these all to be connected, and then I want the resources here, and these are the last ones. Actually, that doesn't need to be here. This corner piece can be here. Does need to be two corners. This can just go in this direction, and this as well. These are going to be rods. These are going to stay ingots. These are turned into plates, and some of the plates are being rolled into pipes here, and they're all packaged and being thrown into the chute, so that's perfect. The only thing I still need is remove this scaffolding. I don't need this scaffolding here. I don't understand why sometimes they get extended and sometimes they're not, but let's remove those that I don't need because it's ugly as hell. So what I could do, I was just thinking, I could just do one of these conveyors go down here, because they can actually go down. It's already set up correctly. And we do this, and we do this. We need a corner here. We want more of these straight rollers. Okay, this looks perfect. Very good. This looks very clean in my opinion. Okay, so we want to go with just the ingots over here, and the rod. I can put the rod on this belt, I guess. The rod should also be packaged. This is a rod machine. It needs to be a bit higher. So this should be maybe here. Yeah, so that I can connect these. I'm not entirely certain if the ingots are coming in the right direction. One more scaffolding. And now this should also be put into a packaging machine. I'm not entirely certain if there's enough space here. This would actually be perfect. Yes, this would be perfect if it was here, like so. And we need two corners. And yeah, I don't really know if this is going to work the way I want it to. We'll see. If we change anything so that they don't get like... If they're exactly 90 degrees rotated to this machine, then this machine doesn't work. It's kind of annoying. Not sure if this works here. There's an easy way to find out though. I only learned this recently myself. Oh, I don't like this actually. Look like things are going to fall in there. Actually not. Can I do anything differently here? Packaging machine like this. And then we put a corner piece here into the right orientation. And then something I learned, that if you put anything in here, this now says 1 piece of iron, 5% filled, but you can also tell it to eject the box, and then you get the box, and the box is stuck here. So this is not going to work. This I don't like then. So I should do this all a bit differently, but it's only a minor inconvenience. We have one packaging machine here. These stay, but there will be these ledgers, and then stuff goes over here, and then stuff is turned with this corner piece like so, and we should be fine. One tile's missing here, and that is also not bad in itself, because I can use the one piece of conveyor belt that straightens out ingots here. I need to finish this conveyor belt with these two corner pieces, and I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this just here, and then throw ingots into this box as well, because then they are packaged and I don't have to worry about it at all. Only problem now is that I don't have enough headroom here to place another set of conveyor belts on top, but I don't really have to, because I could have the copper ingots drop on this belt and then also be packaged, or maybe skip the packaging and just have them thrown into the chute. This doesn't really matter because I don't need them anymore, so they can be mixed up. So this now means that I need to get my scaffolding out, see how high I have to go, or how low I can go. And it seems that I need to be at least at this level. And for all the machines, I need to be a bit higher, actually, like this. And now I wonder if I can fit anything. I can fit everything in here, but for now it actually looks kind of good. So let's see if I can place all the machines on this higher level as well. So do I have all the machines that I need? I do need pipe roller, I need 3 rolling mills, so I actually have the machines. I need 2 packager here, so that's actually all the machines that I need. One is placed like this, one is placed here, and then we have a conveyor belt being turned. One conveyor belt being turned in this direction, one in this direction. We have two ledges here. We have pipe roller here. Yeah, we have one rolling mill placed here, and then we have two of them placed here and here. So this needs to be a ledge, okay. That's all fine, I don't need these two. And then I have three of these here, and since I don't have to go up or down, I can just like have the sorting on this level. Let's build this again on this level. Okay, so we go over here. This is wrong. This needs to be a merger. This needs to be the other merger. Okay. So then we need the walled one here. I need a walled one here. I need a walled one here. Yes, I need one here, and I don't need one here, but I need one here. I need these splitters. One splitters here. They actually orientate them because I placed the others. They actually change the orientation the way I want them to. So that's very good. 1, 2, and 3. So this looks good. I can't operate here. There's not enough space. Also one splitter missing here. If I do it like... I can't... Fine though. Put one here, and then I put a chute here. Put a merger there. I need to go down here, but I think I should be able to. There's a bit more space here to operate actually. Can't go here, but I can have more space here to go around, so this is fine. Do I have no? Yeah, no. I need packaging machine. Packager, this should be here actually, so that there's enough space for stuff to fall down here. So this means the rod extruder needs to be on this level, like here. And now this is actually too low. Looking at this, is a problem? No, I could still go around here. Let's see if I can make this work actually. Yes, the rod extruder can be placed here, so that's good. Give me this thingy again. Packaging machine. Darn it. Not a problem, but still, darn it. And actually, that means I don't need to use a chute here. I can just go down. So we'll still use a chute here. Here. And then have these on top of this conveyor belt. Top chute, bottom chute. And one chute in the middle. I don't think I need it. I'm not quite certain though. Okay, top chute, bottom chute. So nothing should miss. I don't think anything would anyways, but yeah. So the last thing I have to do now is I have to connect these three packaging machines together, and I will do it the same way I did on the lower level. So I think those legs would interfere with the boxes on this belt, so I don't really like this. Scaffolding would also, maybe, could block the boxes here and here. I don't really know. Okay, let's drop this one ore in here and just saw that there's a lot of stuff here that I don't really want. Like this one should not be there. And I don't know if the pipes and the plate here, if they get blocked by this scaffolding. It's super annoying that the scaffolding is like in the way of the conveyor belt. Yeah, but it's fine. This looks just fine. This can go in there. Goodbye. Perfect. And now I need the slag and I need the gold. Gold is a bit easier because I need to do less sorting. Conveyors, I need more mergers. I just noticed. This needs to merge in this direction and this needs to merge in this direction. I need to connect these later, this one and this one. But for now I need to have coal and gold bypass all of this, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I think I can just have gold here, have the slag here. And I really hope I'm not making any mistakes right now, because figuring out where the arrow is, this is going to be very difficult. I should have tested this before I set it up, but well, we're here now. So, can I get past here? Yes. Can I get past here? Yes, as well. Okay. So I think gold's on this. Let's not mix them up. Yeah, gold's on the lower one. This one's the lower one. There's enough space here for now, so I can have the gold go up and go over this belt. Like this. Let's take a look around. Gold needs to be turned into nothing. It already is ingot. It does not need to be rolled into pipes. Pipes don't matter. I need rock though. Gold rock. And I need gold plates. Do I have another rolling gold mill? No, I don't. I had exactly. So this is much easier because I can just have like one of these and one rolling mill, and then I have both these resources, and they are not too large, but whatever. And then I want this stuff also to be packaged, of course. Don't like that there's some scaffolding, so let's put it here and put the other one here. We fill it the same way we filled the others. 2 ledges here, 2 of the roller conveyors here. We have these packages drop in here as well. Okay, and then we're fine. And I might put the ingot just on one of these belts. I'm not sure yet. Don't need this. I need the rolling mill and the rod extruder. So minus scaffolding, and then I have one rod extruder, one rolling mill, and I need dust here. But this now means that I need to divide the resources, the gold ingots here, into 4 equally sized stacks. Stuff goes down here, and then I can split it. Okay, it moves forward 1 tile, and then we split it here again, and we split it. Okay, then we split it here, and now we should be good. Okay, now I got it. So stuff goes down here, stuff gets split here. It is divided by 2, being maybe I do this a bit differently because I don't really like this. This here, we place 1 here where it goes back up, and then it goes back here. So 1/4 takes a full turn and it's being split again. 1 of these drops down, 2 of these also drop down. I put 1 corner piece here, I put 1 corner piece here. I have 1 vault conveyor here, I have another one here. Place this one here, place this one here. Fairly certain this should work. Looks kinda okay. Now I need some chutes so that stuff drops on the correct belt, and 1/4 of the resources is currently doing what exactly? Not doing anything because I actually accidentally removed this 1 tile, and it should have been one of these. Which is perfect because then I can have a chute here. Stuff can drop down on this level, yes. I have a turn again. Have it go forward some more, and then I need a bottom chute, and then I can have a chute here so stuff drops in there. So I need a lot of chutes. I need some bottom chute, and I need some of these. Let's see how I can do this here. So this is the normal chute, this is the bottom chute, this is the top level. So if I place this here, this should still work. It looks kind of weird. It's floating, but I think I'm fine for this. Is fine. I don't need this anymore. I need a top chute here. I need a bottom chute here, and I need a normal chute in the middle, and the same over here. Bottom chute, normal chute, top chute. Yeah, fairly certain that this works. I don't need this. I need 1 more vault conveyor though. Here, and then I need a top and another bottom chute. And what I really need is all these legs to go away because okay, now I can walk there again, so that's better. So give me another bottom chute, top chute, bottom chute. Okay, and then the last one is the slack stuff. And for slack, I actually think this should go over here, and I actually want the gems also to be packaged. I can package the gems, place it here like this, and then I have a sloped one here. No, it's not a sloped one, that's a ledge here, and then I have 2 of these. While I need coal, everything can just drop in there, but I actually want to have anything that's not coal be dropped somewhere else. So for me to know if something's not working. But for now, let's do it like this. I'm not entirely certain if this is going to work because there's a lot of resources. So this should be all gems. If there's any drill bits and stuff, I just need to be careful, I guess. And monitor this belt. Normal chute. I think I need 2 more of the normal chutes, top and bottom. Bottom, top. That's the top chute here. That's the bottom chute here. And if this is too much coal or stuff, well, at least while I'll be waiting for the quest to finish, then I have to remove this and do it a bit differently. The gems are polished. It doesn't really matter if they're packaged or not. This is just for me because I'm greedy. And the last thing I have to do is I have to. No, I can pass through here, but it's still annoying. I better remove these. Nope. Goodbye. The last thing I have to do is I have to connect these two to these two up here. And how can I do this? I guess I have to turn here. I have to place conveyor belts up here. One more. This actually fits nicely. Perfect. This thing here as well. How far do I have to go down? Maybe two of these slope belts, and then I can just connect these together. This is also perfect. Nice. And with this, everything is connected. What I have to do now is I have to replace the drill bits in the auto miners and then turn all the auto miners on again. However, I'm going to end this episode for now. If you enjoyed it, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, complain about me in the comment section.